When I was studying the violin and viola as a student, I didn't really know that I could make a living as a professional musician because I had known it to be a very difficult and competitive profession, so this is really embarrassingly a dream come true for me. I'm Mahoko Eguchi, and I play the viola in the National Symphony Orchestra. When I auditioned for the NSO, I think there were about 70 people. I was well prepared, but I didn't have any expectations. So when I found out I was in the finals, I was one of the 4 finalists, I was completely shocked. At the time, there wasn't going to be a screen for the final round, and I didn't have a nice shirt on because I didn't expect to be seen or to get to the finals. My suitcase was somewhere in the hall, somewhere downstairs, but I couldn't leave the dressing room, so I asked my proctor to bring me the suitcase so I can change my shirt. Thanks to her, who turned out to be now a good friend and colleague, Allemande, I was able to look decent in the non-screened final audition. I still didn't expect that I'd win the job, so when the professional manager came to tell me I won the job, I did scream, "No!" And which I know now it seems like a common response. I studied on violin when I was 2, went to music school, undergrad and graduate, and I even have a Doctor of Musical Arts degree in violin performance, which impresses my son, and which is the only thing that impresses my son, actually. Because of similarity in technique, a lot of violists start out on violins and switch to viola, attracted by the low sound, while others start on the viola from the beginning. This is viola. It's the one a little bit bigger than the violin, but we hold the same way. When you see it on stage and say, "Is that the violin next to the cello? It's a little bit bigger maybe?" And that's the viola, that's us. And there's one thing about viola that people don't know about, and it's that it's better than the violin. Okay, maybe it's just for me. So I've always loved the viola because we are what we call inner voices. But by that it means we're between soprano high voices violin and low voices of cello and bass. We inner voices change our roles all the time, but sometimes go high with the melodies with the violins, and sometimes join the cello and bass for bass lines. We like to think we actually control the music, melodies or bass lines by showing the mood, tempo, or the direction of our often accompaniment figures. For an introvert like me, it's really rewarding to be able to express from the inside without being showy or conspicuous. Like many other musicians, I found out that in hard times, in tough times, Bach's music soothes one's soul, playing, performing, listening. So here it is. something about me that may surprise people is something that actually surprised me recently. When the schools closed in March, I had to homeschool my 8th grade son. And gradually I realized I loved it, and I especially loved the geometry. I still have the book. I was pretty sad when the school ended, so I went ahead and signed up for online college algebra course and have been loving it. When I tell my family and friends about this, they either roll their eyes or pretend that they didn't just hear that. So there are people who actually enjoy math without being math professionals. My favorite NSO moments are when we really come together as a unit. It happens a lot on tour for good reasons. On tour, we feel like we are representing our hometown DC. We get to play in many different halls, some famous and some unknown, and we also travel together like a family. When we finally return to Kennedy Center as a full orchestra, in the end of the year, after missing making music with each other for so many months, we will experience this unified excitement like we have never before.